Merry Christmas. Yes, we have come to that most wonderful time of the year. I don't know about you, but I love everything about this time of year. Well, almost. But I do. I love the Christmas music, right? Stations playing Christmas music all the time. It's on now. It's just great. I like the Christmas movies, Jimmy Stewart and It's a Wonderful Life. And I like Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation and everything in between. I like the food. Well, not the fruitcake. Well, maybe that's not food anyway. But the rest of the food I like. And the traditions and the gifts and the children's faces that light up. The elderly that have smiles from memories of Christmas past. Now, again, there are some parts that I don't like a whole lot. There are some stressors. And there are probably different stressors for each one of us. So one way we want to help you deal with the stresses during this time of year, one of the ways we want to help you focus and celebrate on the joy of Christmas throughout is through this devotional that we have. Our 2021 NCC Christmas devotional. We've put this together with you in mind. And this devotional reflects Northwest Christian Church. It's multi-generational. We have families young and old. It's from all 4 campuses, McMinnville, Newburgh, Mac, and online even. And we're posting these daily devotions online as well as in this booklet. So I'm asking you to pause, take some time, reflect, focus on the true meaning of Christmas through these next days that we have together. Now, let me briefly give you a thought to start us off in our devotional thing, and that is with our message series, Dark Street Shineth. Again, you might recognize this phrase. It's from a line in O Little Town of Bethlehem. Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. So this season, we're focusing in on the everlasting light, on Jesus, in the midst of some dark times. And we acknowledge that there have been, there are, and there will continue to be some dark times. But you and I as Christ followers, we can rejoice. Why? Because the light of Jesus Christ, right? So be the light that also shines in the darkness. And we know that light always will overcome the darkness. In Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2, we read this. The people were walking in darkness, but they've seen a great light. And 700 years later, that prophecy came true as Jesus, the light of the world, came and he changed everything. I don't think it's a coincidence that the birth of Christ was announced with a bright, shining star. So into the darkness, the star shone brightly, boldly stating, the real light of the world, it's come into this dark world. And remember, John's gospel begins with the very description of Jesus, and he describes him this way. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. And then Jesus comes along, and he later says in John 12, he says, I have come as a light to shine in this dark world, so that all who put their trust in me, he says, will no longer remain in darkness. So this year, this Christmas season, instead of being drawn into the darkness, this year, let's celebrate the light. Because in the dark streets shineth Jesus. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.